It was a gutsy effort by our team. I thought, when things got tight in the third period, we stuck together, and it was kind of a focus for us. We've had the lead. I think it's 9 times now in the first 10 games of the season, going into the third period, and we found ways to close out those games. And we felt the last 2 kind of slipped away from us. So the focus for us tonight was to sustain a concentrated effort right till the end. Emma.
Hi, Kris. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. The sort of going off of what you just said, you mentioned this morning when we talked about finishing the job, was what you said. Do you think you successfully did that tonight?
I loved the way that game ended for our team. It could have been 3 or 4-1, and you kind of ride off into the sunset in the last few minutes. But I liked the way we had a gritty penalty kill at the end. We had a long 6-on-5 in our zone. So many block shots, hard plays on the wall, just like stuff that really drives like team, and just a real gutsy win for us.
I'll just keep going.
Yeah, keep her going.
You mentioned the block shots, only 15, either 16 shots on Frankel tonight. What does that do for your team when you've got so many people laying their bodies out in front of the pucks?
It's character. You get a lot of momentum from it. Our team, if you could see it out in day to day, like they care about each other so much. For a new group, I mean, there's definitely players here from last year, but first year players coming in, players coming from other teams. Like, it's amazing how quick this team has come together in the locker room, away from the rink, and so when you see your buddy out there blocking shots and laying it on the line, it inspires you, and it gives us a lot of energy on our bench.
Lydia Murray, freelance. You moved Elena Mueller to the wing tonight. I remember talking preseason about how you saw her as a center. It's where she plays internationally. So just kind of what went into that decision tonight?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think I told the players this, and I told Alina this too, and it's like, we don't have to overthink things. We're only 9 games into a hockey season, and to say that these are the set lines for the whole duration of the season, I think would be doing our group a disservice. So we want to try and do things. We want to switch it up once in a while and see if we can find some chemistry in other ways. I certainly think Alina is a great center, and we're going to explore different options as we go here.
5 chances on the power play tonight and 1 goal out of that. What do you make of your power play's performance tonight?
I thought it was really good. I thought our breakout entries were great, so we got in quickly, and we were able to get some opportunities off of that, and then we talked a little bit more about an attack mentality and not just looking for that perfect backdoor play or that empty net, and we want to establish the shot early and create the chaos for the penalty kill from there. And so I think that was A plus, and then getting onto the power play in the third period when you get those opportunities, it doesn't necessarily go in the net. For them to just stick with it and score that goal when it counted the most, it's a big deal.
Hi, Coach. Laura Ever from Boston Women's Sports. Tonight, 6,003 fans. That's more than the home opener in Lowell. Can you talk about the energy in the games?
It was great. I said to Steph, our D coach, when I got on the bench, I go, there's something about the vibe in this building when you get in here. And I felt it on Wednesday. I think it was a Wednesday game, our first one here, and it wasn't completely sold out, but it was like, the energy in there, the atmosphere. I don't know if it's the sound system or whatever it is,
it's
but
loud.
it's loud. It's loud,
yeah.
And it's got a great feeling. The fans feel like they're right on top of you, and tonight, obviously with the sellout crowd, it was even louder, and it's really fun to be part of it.
Great. And a follow-up, tonight was Boston Fleet's Black History celebration with a pregame educational program. There were resources for team and staff. Would love to hear your anti-racist philosophy for your coaching, and then what that means for the way you're proceeding going forward.
Yeah, I mean, there's no room for racism at all, and so I think we've done we did a nice job tonight with making it a part of the game, and I thought that's kind of how I feel about it.
I wanted to ask about Laura Luga kind of setting up Rattray there. It seemed like an opportunistic moment, but for her to pass instead of shoot to set something up like that, I mean, how exciting was it to see her get her first point here tonight with the Fleet?
Oh, it was great. Like those 2-on-0 situations, they don't happen very often. And like I've seen all kinds of things. I've seen not even a shot on net sometimes because you overpass and you're like trying to, finagle your way in towards the goaltender. But they executed that, one of the nicest 2-on-0s I've ever seen. Sometimes it's like the quick pass across shot, and it's like, oh, why didn't you pass it back? And then sometimes it's you pass it back and that person's not ready for it. But it was so clean. It just went over and right back. I don't anticipate seeing a lot of those throughout the year, but boy, if we get another one, we look pretty good at it.
Did they practice that?
Maybe. I mean, I was probably off the ice when they did it, but I'll have to talk to our development coach working on the 2-on-0s. They look pretty good.
The cool thing about our group is we're really good at celebrating those little things, right? Like that can go a long way, right? I think in that last minute we must have blocked like 10 shots, and we end up winning 2-1. So I think it's a great character of this group to show that.
Yeah, I mean, and Aerin plays incredible every night. So if we can get in lanes and block some shots for her, and it's pretty cool to see that no matter who you are, everybody's out there laying their bodies on the line, try and give her an extra second.
And for you, Aerin, what does that mean to see your teammates diving in front of the puck like that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm so grateful for them. And just like Meg said, it's everyone on our team. It's not just a couple players. Like when it's their turn, they always block it, and it gives me extra confidence in them. And obviously, sometimes it gets chaotic in front of the net, but just having the confidence that they're gonna help me and block shots is huge.
But you're very freelance, Jamie Lee, for you. Coach Sparre was talking about how 2-on-0s could be really easy to overthink, but he felt that was one of the most perfectly executed ones he's seen. Can you talk about what you saw on that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you get very many 2-on-0s from the red line often, right? So, I don't know. I think the big thing is I wanted to make sure I passed, like, maybe by the hash mark, so the goalie had to commit, and then Kluge had a chance to give it back to me. So, big thing is don't go behind the net, because then pass can't come back. So, no, it was good. I mean, like Kluge made a great pass back, too, right? So it's pretty easy to tap that in if it's a wide open net.
Had you guys ever practiced that before?
Aerin, have we done some? Yeah, I'm sure we've done some in practice, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough, right? Because you don't get yourself in that position very often, right? So you just want to make sure you're clean and crisp with it, and it's tough for the goalie to read, right? So
Maybe when I take a tumble in practice, you guys get 2-0.
I'll follow up on that. Jamie Lee, I saw a post from a fan that said they would like to rename Alston Rattray City after you. I'm wondering how you feel. I like that. I thought I would bring that to you. How would you feel about having a new neighborhood named after you?
that's cool. That would be cool. I'll take it. Sure.
Great. So
Great, cool.
Right? It's pretty good. And thank you always for your excellent DJ.
Oh, thank you.
Tonight's crowd was 6,003. That beats the home opener in Lowell. I'm wondering, for anyone who wants to pick it up, the volume in Agganis seems something particular. What is it like playing here? What did tonight feel like?
Yeah, sure, I can take it. Honestly, I feel like we haven't played at home in a while, so it's nice to get back in front of our fans and in the city of Boston. And it's pretty cool to see, no matter where we're playing, whether it be at Songus or at Agganis, our fans show up, and no matter how many people are in the building, it seems like they're always the loudest group. So super happy that we could get a win for them, and hopefully the crowds just continue to show up.
For any of you, something that Kris talked about when he was in here was the idea of finishing the job, and how the previous two games, that might not have been the case, letting a third period lead slip. What do you think you did differently tonight that allowed you guys to sort of finish the job tonight?
I think like having those experiences in the last couple of games helped us learn a lot, and it's a really difficult league, and you're always going to get a really strong like third period push from every team, and I think tonight we handled it very well, and we had obviously been there before, and we know kind of what it takes to close out on a team, so I'm just proud of our effort.
Frank, you let out a big sigh at the end when time expired. Can you talk about that last 6-on-5?
Yeah, they kind of made that last minute feel pretty long, but like we talked about earlier, we had so many huge block shots, which makes that 6-on-5 so much easier for me, and I think it was just a great team win. Like everyone contributed, and those details matter so much, and just proud of how we played that third period.